Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We left off here, getting to, I guess, deeper into this ruin.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothaean.
And yeah, gotta decide what we're gonna do about these guys.
Crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out.
What do we have around here of interest? Lots of torches. A strange number of torches, in fact. Are those going to matter at some point? I'm going to try talking to some gnomes, see how it goes.
Gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Perception's not my forte. But we will attempt it. DC 10's not bad. With guidance, we've got a better than 50-50 chance. Not with a 2. Do I drop down in inspiration? We're finally down to 3. There was a couple of episodes ago where it seemed like our inspiration never dropped, which was weird. So glad to see that whatever was going on there is over. Do I care to hear their conversation enough to re-roll? Not really.
Langbug, hush. We're being watched.
We're working as we can, sir. Very hard indeed.
My friend Thula sent me.
Glittering gods. She actually survived.
Praise Ironhand. Larida, our prayers are answered. Sir, our friends are trapped in the cave-in. And I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. Trusolnir will... You know what he'll do.
Sounds like quite the drama. I can't wait to watch. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know. Terrible situation. I'm sure you'll pay handsomely if I help. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know. Because our plan is that we're already planning to kill Nier anyway at some point. So if things escalate right here helping the gnomes, that's not the worst. And it seems like the dwarves aren't super friendly with Nier. They seem to dislike him. They probably won't like me showing up and just murdering him. But I don't think they would lose a lot of sleep over him dying. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know.
Langbug, don't!
I've got no choice, Larida. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Philomene, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Baldur and the rest out.
Yep, we already met Philomene. She threatened us. But Philomene's safe. I have the powder. I'll do what I can. My hands are full as is. Ask someone else. Excellent. I can add Philomene's head to my collection. Wow. Philomene's safe. I have the powder.
She's all right. Thank the Stern himself. But the others... They'll die in that tunnel, if not by poison, then by Nir's hand.
Sir, you have the powder? My Baldur will die back there. Blow up that wall. I'm begging you.
So, if we blow up the wall, she thinks Nier is going to kill all of them. But he thinks that us blowing up the wall is the way to save them. And I don't know which is right. I'll do what I can.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in forever.
Well, don't worry. I delayed doing literally everything else first.
Move, and you better hope that's the worst of it.
So if we go to the map, free the deep gnomes. He mentioned a place to... No, he mentioned where we would find Philomene, but we've already dealt with that. Right.
Things could always get worse for you.
Let's
Give it a shot.
Head here.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
The true soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Billing poison.
Are you near what happened here? Is anyone else in there? Is anyone else in there?
Gnome slaves. Passage trap. Careful of mercs. Get me out!
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures.
Perception. Try to focus. What more can you see? See, this is a much more important role to spend guidance on. I think we can only use one or the other because they're both by Shadowheart. So, advantage is better than guidance, but it's a second level spell. I don't know if I want to waste your second level spell when we're possibly about to get in a big fight with everyone. So let's rock just the guidance and hope for the best. We can't roll another 2, right? Right? There it is. Nice. What do we see?
The blur resolves into an image. 2 gnomes feverishly removing debris, while 2 others lie dead at Nir's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic.
Yeah. So Nir killed 2 gnomes.
Nir's frustration tinged with rage as the connection fades.
Okay.
You pricks got some.
How do I plant?
Choking! Dig out of here!
Yeah, how do I plant the explosive?
You sense Nir's frustration tinged with rage as the connection fades.
Like, I'm trying to get you out.
Slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothaean heat.
Attack. Maybe I just throw. Although I feel like that'll kill everyone if the blast is as big as they claimed. Alright, everyone pull back. Very much. Go into our inventory. No items found. Fill that filter. We want the powder, rune powder. This. Send it to Lae'zel, because she has a much better arm.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lae'zel, I want you to give a shot at trying to throw the powder. There it is. Throw. To here. See what happens. Try and get as far away from people as possible.
Another stride toward fate.
Out of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Okay, we need a spark. Varric, you're good with fire.
Death won't take me yet.
Ignite! You waited for!
Beldron, can you hear me? Beldron!
Okay, we got a gnome out.
Finally. Worthless slaves. Your incompetence has been my ruin. Nier does not fail.
We can't interrupt. Stop. No more innocents will die today, Nier. Huh. Because that, I think, was the Beldron that the gnome asked us to save. She's dead now.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious.
I came on the Myconid Sovereign's behalf. It demands revenge. I act on orders of the Absolute. Of course I care. I can't let the gnomes suffer. This isn't about them. I just can't stand your face. I act on orders of the Absolute.
And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them. Thryn, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothae. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save him.
You wouldn't dare. I'm faithful to the Absolute. You so much as touch me and I'll tear you limb from limb. No, Dragonborn. This battle will make a good story. Come then.
The Absolute guides my hand. You've chosen a battle you cannot win. Dwegar, this true soul has betrayed us. Let his blood prove your devotion.
Yeah, this is what I didn't want to have happen. This is bad news. We've got the entire group attacking us all at once. What can I do to even the odds? Because that's a bunch of level 5s. And I think we're only level 5, yeah. And 4 level 5s against 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 level 5s. Potentially with more showing up later. Yeah, them odds aren't amazing. It's possible if we took out Nair, the rest would calm down. Maybe? Are you the one that was pushed? No. Obviously you're not the one that was pushed into the lava. You're alive. She looked kind of like you. I don't know. Anyway, we could try figuring out what we can find out about these to guess. Danger sense, so you're probably a barbarian. Unarmored defense, you're definitely a barbarian. So that. Dig deep. Flick shattered on a hit. Nothing obvious about you, but you're also another melee fighter. You're high intelligence, so you're probably a wizard. Same with you. You're gonna be another melee fighter of sorts. Dual wielder. Possibly a ranger? Thinking ranger on you. You have resistance to psychic. That's rare. Muscular. Okay. Dark vision, fey ancestry, blah, blah, blah. Extra attack is a problem. Strength and con, so you're also int 18. Your stats and charisma 18. Your stats are incredible. I certainly don't have anyone level 5 with 2 18s and a 17 and 2 15s. AC 12 is quite terrible, though. I look at this and I'm like, oh yeah, strength and con based on his saves. He's definitely a fighter, but his 2 18s are intelligence and charisma. So he could theoretically be a sorcerer, bard, wizard. That just also has a 17 in strength. The one up here is obviously a ranger. They cast Hunter's Mark. I think... No, we've got a couple more here we haven't looked at. We don't know what you are. Strength and dex. Possibly another ranger. And again, dex based, but no obvious. You've got extra attack. So you're a martial focused class. Phalanx formation has advantage on attack rolls if within 10 feet of an ally that carries a shield and isn't incapacitated. Sure. Well, that is a whole lot going on. What can I do to even the odds? Problem is, he's not going to have any low saves because all of his stats are too high. So I'm just thinking if I can get some of them towards an edge, I might be able to like thunder wave them off. But they're dwarves and so usually have some resistance to being pushed around. So maybe not. I definitely don't want Varric next to the lava. So let's pull you back to like here maybe.
Need to find a way forward.
Oh, this is not a fight to go into with Lae'zel half dead and us having already spent some of our resources, though granted not much. Survival instinct. Confuse a creature with sonic force. If it reaches 0 hit points, it heals instead of falling unconscious. Do I want to waste my action on that? Because we could do that on Astarion or Lae'zel. The two of them are probably the ones that are going to get attacked the most.
Ready.
Well, Shadowheart. Oh, you are in melee. Why are you in melee? Use Bless on our 3 primary characters and Lae'zel. And that... No, you are concentrating on it. Shows on our portrait. Last time when concentration broke it, it wasn't on our portrait anymore. We still had it. I don't know. We could cast Healing Word on Lae'zel just to help her. I think I shall. Better than not doing anything. She gets temporary hit points, she gets some healing. All good things. So that... Do I take the attack of opportunity just to get you out of combat range from a barbarian? Last stand. When the wearer stands that starts their turn with 50% hit points or less, they gain wrath for 2 turns. Ew. You have a ton going on. Fast movement. Yeah, definitely barbarian. Tenacity. When you miss with an attack, you deal 3 bludgeoning damage anyway. Which means that even if he misses this attack, he'll still do 3 damage, guaranteed. If I pull away. Otherwise, we stay there. Does he have... He has an extra attack. He gets 2 attacks on Shadowheart. I think I'll risk the attack of opportunity in the hopes that my melee characters stay melee. Should have moved her first, because this attack could break her concentration.
Heading there.
Miss. You didn't take the 3 hit points. I am confused. But that'll be the end of your turn.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Now you have a bonus to your attack rolls because of that. Mistress Blessing and Bless. That's what's going on. We have both. In effect. When concentration was broken, Bless went away, but we kept Mistress Blessing. Okay, weird. But I'm alright with that. Fireball. Any of you resistant to fire? No. Fireball is always fun. Don't think there's anything I can do to increase its power. What's our chance of hitting? 42, 65, 65, 88. Not amazing rolls. We've got 42 in there. Probably because of his danger sense. But, oh, we can even hit the Arcane Eye. Not that I think that overly matters, but I don't know. We can, and it doesn't cost us anything to do so. Yeah, Fireball. There we go. Did you all fail? Failed, 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 failed. Nothing about the Arcane Eye? Scrying Eye. No, that's one of the faileds. Failed, 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 failed. All 5 failed. Brilliant. Arcane Eye took 2 damage from failing that save. Or Scrying Eye, I suppose. Resisted it down to 11, and then Ethereal Form subtracted 8 off of that. Which should be 11 minus 8 sounds like 3 to me. Somehow it was 2. Whatever. Anyway, that was a very good use of a turn. I don't think there's anything I can do to save Astarion from that. The fact that the fight started with us on a cliff is bad. Okay. We're gonna have to redo this fight. Almost certainly. I highly doubt Shadowheart and Varric can win the fight. Oh, and they've mind-controlled Shadowheart. Calling reinforcements, not great. Invisible. How are we supposed to win this fight? What's the call here? Did you just... Okay, Mind Mastery. Which I don't think Varric had on him. No, he did... Varric threw poisonous slime bomb, so... We were mind controlled, which caused us to throw a slime bomb out of our inventory. Which hit us for 5 damage. Meh. And that stopped us from being mind controlled, but it wasted our whole action. Which is not good. And then Shadowheart is still mind-controlled for 2 more turns. Losing... We're already in bad shape. Losing our action is just insult to injury. Yeah, we're dead. We're super dead. I could jump away, but it would provoke an attack of opportunity. But I think standing there is also going to turn out poorly. So, jump away. Jump away. Then they have to run through poison to get to us. They're resistant to it, which is a thing. Alright, Shadowheart, what are you gonna do? What did you do? Shadowheart. Let's see. Oh, through a void bulb. I've never actually tried to use one of those. Those suck in everything around them, or attempt to, and do 1 point of damage, I think, usually. So then Shadowheart regained her mind, so that's good. Wow. Even managed to make someone lose invisibility? For being mind controlled, you did a good job. You're still actually concentrating on Bless as well. But no, I don't think there's anything we can do to save these guys. Just getting thrown into lava first turn, before they even have a turn. Best healing word on him. It's the best I got. Now they all get a turn before we get back to Varric's turn. And here's where the fight ends. Bless is over, but Mistra's blessing is still going. Goodbye, Astarion. Fully dead. Mage armor. So, yeah, you are some sort of melee caster. Wow, that is a waste of a turn to finish her off. Reduced. Okay.
Close at hand.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, yep.
A little help, please.
Okay. That was a lot very quickly. So clearly us claiming we were doing the Absolute's work didn't work. Like, they didn't buy it. So we could try and go back here for a choke point, maybe?
Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Or maybe just tuck ourselves back here. Where we aren't near an edge just be thrown off of. Have we already talked to people at this point? Did we save right before we were going to throw the bomb? I don't remember.
My sister's in there! Murder! Murder, can you hear me?
Oh, you're going to get lashed for screaming out.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes.
Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks.
Is he the one we saw tied up to the windmill by the goblins? Looks like you need rescuing. Again. How'd you get captured? You were on a quest, weren't you? Making progress. Oh, it's so mean. How did you get captured?
I came down here looking for Wulbren. I suspected he and his little friends might have come to this region. And I was right. But I was too late. Wulbren had already been taken to Moonrise Towers. The rest, put to work. You won't find a worse gaggle of rare-dwells than these Iron Hand gnomes. Except for Wulbren, desperate though his taste in companions might be. As I was contemplating his folly, I was spotted by a very ugly Dwergar. Now, I dig. It isn't good.
Huh. Sounds like you made a profound tactical error. What's the next part of your plan? A brave act. Your stature belies your courage. What's the next part of your plan?
Dig. And hope for an opportunity to escape.
You ask for my help, I'll keep you in my prayers. Hopes and prayers go out to you. Hope is it. Enjoy the rest of your life as a captive then. You could ask for my help.
These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you could take them on.
Yeah. You're probably right, given, I don't know, some insight into the future of what could go wrong here. I don't know. Sounds like a challenge. I'll take care of your captors, and I'll get you out of here.
You will? If you are successful, that would be most convenient.
How? I mean, we could bail on this. We could just let them die.
Place the powder and use fire to explode it.
You got the smoke powder? Go on, blow the rubble.
Kind of wish I didn't have to use it on this rubble. If I could use it on Nier, that would be pretty impressive. But seems that's not going to be the case. Well, we did talking, so we are right before throwing the powder. So let's powder, rune powder vial, throw up here. Let's get our whole party tucked back here, where we're not in danger of being thrown off of a cliff.
Try me.
Baldur, can you hear me? Baldur!
Finally. Worthless slaves. Your incompetence has been my ruin.
Nier does not fail.
Again, I'm gonna try and save them, so stop no more
You
let's die today.
For the weak true soul. Most curious.
So acting on orders of the Absolute super didn't work. He didn't believe us. Is there anything I can do to fight him without getting all the dwarves against me? Because we know a lot of the dwarves didn't like him. They were throwing out a bunch of insults, and none of them were moving to try and rescue him. Like, they're not friends. So the fact that on his word they all turned on me feels weird. And I would think there should be some way to, if not get them on my side, at least have them not join his side. But I'm guessing there's not. This is probably just a fight I've got to go through. Of course I care. I can't let the gnomes suffer.
The Absolute demands their slaughter. Yet, here you stand, in bold defiance. A test, yes, you must be. The Absolute bade you to try Nir's faith. Thryn, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothe. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save him.
Another idea, if and when we fail this round, we could try taking on the dwarves on our own. Then we would at least not have Nier in the fight. Like, if they're all going to fight me anyway, removing one powerful combatant from that fight is a reasonable choice. And then we could also initiate the fight how we want. Potentially from a position of strength, take him out. Yeah. That might be a smarter choice. You wouldn't dare. I'm faithful to the Absolute.
You are a traitor. Dwergar, this true soul has betrayed us. Let his blood prove your devotion.
Okay, but this time we are in a more secure location. Ooh, another plan would have been go up here to light it on fire. That's probably been a smarter choice. Although we'd be near an edge where they could have thrown us off. But we could probably have held the ladder to prevent them from getting up to us, at least easily. Whoa. Just thinking different thoughts of how I could have influenced this better. Alright, Astarion. What to do with you? You are immobilized because of being ensnared. That is troublesome. Darn. Because we could use, say, this arrow of transportation to fire the arrow and land somewhere here, where we'd then be within melee range of 2 enemies, which would give us the underdog benefit because of our gloves, and then we'd still have 2 bonus actions to get attacks off. It's an option. But I'm probably going to just say no to all of that, because that's a lot of nonsense. If I fired this, is there anyone I have a good shot at hitting? Wow, you are the only 2 I can actually target. Oh, and you as well. 56% because we're immobilized. That's really bad. So do we attack this guy right next to us? Or do we focus on Sergeant Thrim? I'm going to try taking out this guy. Hope for the best. Okay, I did not think that would spread as far as it did. We did hit him, maybe? Everything around us is burning. Did I actually manage to hit him? Yes. Okay. Hard to even tell. Wait, Astarion. Oh yeah, Astarion was hit by Drar. Okay, this is our turn. Use the arrow of fire. Hit for tiny, piddling amounts of damage. Did you not hit him with fire damage? Succeed on his saving throw. That is a shame. And there's nothing else we can really do because we're ensnared. I mean, you can try attacking this. Yeah. So Varric is now ensnared. Not ideal. I still like the idea of Bless. Gives us lots of good bonuses. Oh, Varric, you're so far down the order. You're probably going to die before it even gets to your turn. But at least we're not going to be killed by just being thrown off of a cliff.
You're in my
Wicked coercion. What is that? Lae'zel is coerced. Forced to fight for Nair and take 1 to 6 psychic damage each turn. Huh. And then Mind Mastery on Varric. The Mind Mastery is also really bad. They've Mind Masteried the 3 of us that are conscious. So we're all... Okay. That broke the mind mastery because I took fire damage, but it did waste my action. Yeah. Losing my action is super bad. Guess drink a potion. Like, the action economy is already so far out of our favor, and the fact that they can just mind controls. Is there a save when they do that? Are we failing a save? So you used mind mastery, failed a saving throw. It is what kind of saving throw? Wisdom save. So he's making us take wisdom saving throws with a DC of 16. And we're just all failing it repeatedly. Well, that sucks. Is our wisdom saving throws really that bad? Yeah. Anyway, that kills our action. So there's nothing else I can do about that. Finished off Shadowheart, because apparently that's how these enemies roll. Like, I get it, where they don't want me to just heal people to throw them back into the fight. But dude. Okay. That's Astarion's whole turn. Well, not fully, actually. You can't... You can hit that one. I mean, it's something. I could hit once, try and go for the sneak attack, and then maybe drink a potion with my other bonus action. Stand down or face the consequences? Yeah, I don't think there's a lot we can do at this point. So, yeah, there was no sneak attack, so we just got the 6 damage. And then, Starion, if you would drink a potion with your other bonus action. It's the best I got for you. Barracks down. Saved against Mind Spike, whatever that is. Nice. Less nice. And she's still mind controlled. Takes out Astarion, still mind controlled. So the only person alive is Lae'zel, who's mind controlled. Okay, this isn't a fight we can win at the moment, clearly. Okay, Astarion's dead. Varric's dead. Lae'zel succeeded. So gave up her whole turn, but she's no longer mind controlled. Not that it really matters. Come on, someone, just finish her off. There we go. Alright. We're not ready for that fight. That much is blindingly obvious. Like, there's minor things we could do to raise our chances. If I was up on top of the walkway guarding the stairs, So if we had our party up here, maybe we'd have a slightly better chance. But I still don't think that's likely. So if we instead wanted to try hunting down the dwarves ourselves, because we had a couple here, there's a few over here, or we could just ignore all of that and just go straight to the forge, because there's that overhead route, and see if maybe we're lucky enough that we can get... Ooh, we're 31 experience from a level, yeah. So if we do other things first, gain a level, if we're lucky too, but probably not. But going in is 6 levels, and resting beforehand. Probably would increase our chances. But I'm slightly worried that there's some invisible timer where if we don't take care of this and we just continue exploring this area, eventually it'll count them all as dead. No, they're not going to kill Nair. They might kill the gnomes that are in there, but...
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra
yeah.
flesh off your ears? Faster!
Or we ignore the gnomes. Because if we just played along with Nair, at least for now, let him kill all the gnomes he wants, then we just... well, we just pretend to be friends. Maybe...
step forward.
It's another... like, that might be fine. Just saw this. Something we can interact with.
But it's been vandalized. What is that symbol?
Don't know. Oh, that's the absolute symbol, I assume. We've seen several people with that on them, including Nair. So... yeah. Defacing Shar statues. Yeah, there's probably some way we could sneak back through here to get there, but we found a different path. So, let's do that. Let's go back to the forge. Which, to do that, was up here. Well, we gotta get people...
Pricks will get nowhere with just axes. Thrin's gone touched in the head.
We gotta get people up on this thing.
Tunnels joined up too.
How do we do that?
The culprits are spreading like flies on shit.
That I don't know. We need one person to stay here to control this. We'll leave that for Varric, I suppose. How do I get the rest of you over onto this? We gotta get you onto this bridge. Which I'm guessing... there'll be some way...
I'm ready.
from up here.
This way.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Where's the closest spots?
Brigade stopped caning those beasts last I saw.
No.
Still ain't broke through. The gnome bolted.
Do I see any... here? We can get over to here. And from this place, we could get to from up top on that side. So how do we get up top on that side? Because we got there before... Here, we'll just follow this along. But as I recall, we got from that side to this side by jumping this, which we can't do now. Instead, we need to go back, because that's where we got to from where we killed the other dwarves. That's where the No, adamantium mine was at. So we gotta go back down. Sorry, I'm getting a bit lost, but I think I know what we're doing now. But it was back through here, yes. Now we're in the right spot. Hello. Wonder if that's actually stuff we can get to, or if that's just, you know, looks pretty. Because it does look nice. It'd be cool to get back into those areas. Looks like a ladder to climb. I don't know. It's not what we're here for. So we're going up through here. That'll get us over to here. And we never actually went down that ladder. I think, no, we never actually even went this way at all. Lae'zel split off there, did all of our wandering, and then we just pulled the party back. Okay. Trap, you say? Astarion? Delicious. I don't know where the trigger is, so if you could just disable that for me. Take some guidance. Perfect.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. No time to waste.
Don't need the candles. Or that candle.
Best avoid that trap.
Astarion.
Touch me.
Could you disarm this, please? So, my assumption is that would have also been shooting flames at us had we not spotted it first. I want you over here. No, not click. I wouldn't want you to walk on it. Not that it really matters at this point. Exit turn-based mode. We're fine. Disarm that. You still have guidance. Good. That was on a timer, apparently. So if we just wait for that timer to go off, or that, disarm this, just to make sure. Please go quickly before it lights you on fire again. Okay. Mistakes were made, but it's fine. Didn't take too much damage. So this is where we need to go down, but I figure while we're here, should we check out what's this way? I think I'd like to. Obviously, we need to disarm that. Still have guidance, good. Ooh, well, it's fine. You've got enough bonuses, that's not an issue. There's a lot of... Oh no, there's just chest. I saw something shiny down there and I was like, wow, we've got a lot of loot. That's a different level. Perception failed. Oh no. Let's enter turn-based mode. Have you step forward and disarm this. Probably still fine. Yeah. Yeah. No guarantee there with that low of a roll, but we're fine. So disarm that. Step back. Out of the way. End your turn and each of their turns. Fire go. Is it just going to go for this whole turn? Probably. So wait again. Then it turns off. Alright, Astarion, you would step forward and disarm it. Just easier to handle it this way in turn-based mode rather than him standing in the fire getting hit. Okay, another one down. We can come back and loot. There's bodies, might be some urns or whatever. We can come back for them later. You step forward. There's that, which I'm assuming is your perception that you failed. Oh! No, this is another pressure plate. We'll want Astarion to clean that up as well. Probably each of these.
See what I can learn.
So that's probably also a trap. We just failed our perception on it.
This way.
You moved ahead. Yep. You were aware of that one.
Not reaction.
Move you there and then forward.
Quickly then.
Avoiding the pressure plate. Probably doesn't matter. It probably just sets these off.
Keep your distance.
Alright. You would disarm this one. Go for it. I'm just hoping there is something really cool over there. Oh, Varric's joined the fight. No. Varric, you're not part of this fight. You're so far away. We did disable that, right? Okay. Showing highlighted for a moment. I was worried.
Like will be done.
Okay. That one's also going. Cool. Thankfully we... No, no. Lae'zel. No. Bad. Get out of there.
Trust no one.
I want Astarion to be the one disarming. Thank you very much. Already have guidance. Oh. No. It's close. But no. We're not on a time limit, so I'm not going to waste inspiration. We can try again next round. Varric, you're not part of this combat.
Like will be done.
The fact it shows fire spreading out this way.
Well, hello.
You can disarm from here. You did last turn. So you don't have to step into the fire? Okay, that should be enough. Yeah. I am understandably worried about what to do here. Because we could unlock this. If it is actually shooting fire out into the hallway like it looks, that could turn out really poorly for us. Man, there's something to be said for being in a spot like this where there is no access point and then shooting down at dwarves from up here where they'd have to attack us at disadvantage. Anyway, Astarion, you move over to here. Sure. That'll be the end of your turn. Varric. Shadowheart, Lae'zel. I'm assuming that's just a visual bug and it's not actually spreading out here.
Someone there?
Okay. So does this one turn off? That's what I don't know. Let's toss down a save before I move Astarion forward.
Yes, let's. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Well, he's already used his turn to disarm, so it's fine. I don't think the pressure plates hitting them anymore actually affects anything. We'll just leave you two back here out of danger. Oh, no, it definitely is shooting through that bar. There's no way I know of. Usually traps have some way of turning them off, a lever that's hidden somewhere. It'd be funny if the lever was down here. Like one of these two levers, but I doubt it. But there's probably some sort of switch to turn the traps on and off.
What now?
So Astarion, you could move forward and unlock this. And then you'd probably get blasted back again. Although we could do Cunning Dash to get you out of the way, since we now know that it does in fact shoot through.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
So lockpick the gate. Good. Open the door. Cunning Dash. Get out of there.
Let's move.
How are you going to get over there to disable that? There's no other entrances to it. There's our lever to turn things off. So if we could get him in here. I guess that's the question. Can we rush him through the flames? Thankfully, even though he's a vampire, he doesn't take additional damage from fire. Let's leave the two of you back here. Whoa. I
Careful, I bite.
didn't think that that would get you tucked back here. But I guess I was wrong. If we Cunning Dash you... say to here...
Subtle steps.
That might be within the flames. And then jump you, which will definitely be through the flames. But I'm hoping... No, we're good. We are good. So... he could do the check to disarm it, but I figure just pull the lever. Please? Astarion. No? And that was your action to not pull the lever. Fantastic. Alright, then pull around behind the statue. Next turn you can disarm it. Unless pulling the statue and it doesn't actually turn off until the trap's turn. Maybe. Hey, level up. for half of our party. 3/4 of our party. Come on, Lae'zel. She must have been dead during a fight, I assume. Well, we can exit turn-based mode now. Idol of Shar. The Potency Spark Swall. High spell casting. You gain +1 bonus to spell save DC. Very good. The wearer has +1 bonus to AC and saving throws as long as they have lightning charges. And it's clothing, which means I can give that to Varric. Vampiric Touch. Bunch of gold. Take all. And this is far better than Varric's poison armor, since we never use poison. But we always have lightning charges. Not always. Generally always. So, bonus to AC and saving throws while having lightning charges and making our spell save DCs go up. Yes, all around. And it doesn't look half bad. Kind of fits our scale theme, gold and blue. I will take that, for sure. Alright, back to you guys. Nice that we can just send things through space to a party member who's nowhere near us. Bags of rotten food. Okay. We'll give the statue of Shar to Shadowheart, of course.
No time to dally. Worth grabbing.
An idol of Lady Shar. It cannot be a coincidence that I found this. All these signs of a Sharan presence. Dark Justiciars.
I mean, we're going through a Shar fortress. Shouldn't be terribly surprising that you find evidence of Shar. I should probably have Astarion be the one leading because he has better perception,
one step at a time,
etc. We missed this because I usually have Varric take the lead, but his skill checks are terrible, and so we regularly miss out on things. Astarions are better. So at least at the moment while Varric's not nearby, having Astarion take the lead is fine. Don't need any of that. That said, if I'm worried about skill checks, leveling up my party probably is a smart call. Because that might boost various stats. Don't need those. Take the weapons, because those have value, and the thieves' tools. Anything else down here that I care about? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Back to the top. Down here. Black and summer green dye. Awesome. And then 2 levers. Are those levers for this, I assume? Nope. Are you climbing the ladder? No, please. Go back down. That was a misclick. Let's try pulling random levers and see what happens. I'm assuming it's for this. Don't actually know. Okay, that raises and lowers that bridge. Makes sense. This one. Oh, slides it forward and back so we can get to the other side much quicker. Although there's only controls on this side. So, not anything I could do to have sped up that trip we made all the way around. Interesting, but we still just want this bridge here. Get everyone over here. Drop it down. Longsword mold. Okay, that's something that could be fun to make out of adamantine.
The culprits are spreading like flies on shit.
I wonder.
Wonder what they would think if they saw me up here. Like our group. Because this is obviously an area they haven't figured out how to get to yet.
Look up there, would you? If that shithead falls, I ain't cleaning the splatter.
Oh, they've noticed us. But no one angrily has noticed us. So then we want Varric to raise the platform. I think.
What to do?
Actually, maybe our exploration of all of this we will hold off for next time. First, let's just do some level ups, and then I think we'll end the episode after that. So next time we can actually explore the back forge area. What do we get at level 6? We gain another spell, of course, another spell slot for level 3. More sorcery points, all good. Elemental affinity damage. When you cast a spell that deals the damage of the type associated with your draconic ancestry, in this case, blue, lightning, blue dragon, you add your charisma modifier to the damage. Very good. Elemental affinity resistance. When you cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with your draconic ancestry, you can spend 1 sorcery point to gain resistance to that damage type. So we don't always have lightning resistance then. We have to spend a sorcery point to gain it. It's not amazing. Adding our charisma modifier to damage, so +4 damage on all sorcery spells, or all lightning spells, it's pretty good. I don't like how vague this is of associated to your draconic ancestry, because I know this is coming from our class. It's a subclass feature. But it could also apply to us being a gold dragon if I wasn't paying attention and thinking that it's dealing with fire. And it's not. So our spell choice for 3rd level. Blink, no. Counterspell, maybe. It's not a bad call. Daylight, no. Although daylight generally it would be no. But it makes a light shine. Anyway, Drow and Dwagar have light sensitivity. So daylight might actually be able to help us in a fight against them. Maybe? That's a possibility. Cast it on, say, like, Lae'zel's weapon. And then when she runs up and charges someone, give them penalties because they're standing in daylight. Maybe. Grant flight, gaseous form, haste. Target yourself or an ally. Become hastened. Oh, that's true. We do have those speed potions I didn't think about. Not that it overly matters because we never actually got turns because they kept mind controlling us. Hypnotic pattern. No. Lightning bolt. Particularly with what we just got where it does extra damage. It's not nothing. Actually, hang on. Can we look at that armor on us? We can see a lot of our armor here. Do we see our... There was something about lightning. Besides, was it just this? As long as you have a lightning charge? I thought there was something about when we're casting lightning spells, but maybe not. Whenever you cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with draconic ancestry, I'm wondering, when we get lightning charges, then we do lightning damage on an attack. Is that going to add 4 damage to those lightning attacks? Even if I cast, you know, like Firebolt. If I've got a lightning charge so it does a point of lightning damage, is that going to count as a spell dealing lightning damage, and so it adds 4 to that damage? As if so, wow. That stacks up nicely. Protection from energy, probably not. Sleet Storm. Disrupts concentration, the spellcaster endouses flames. Doesn't actually do damage? I thought it would have. Slow, target up to 6 creatures. Movement and actions are affected, and their AC and dexterity saves are reduced by 2. What do you mean movement and actions are affected? Affected entity's movement speed is halved, and its armor class and dexterity saving throws are reduced by 2. The entity can't take reactions or make more than 1 attack per turn, and can only take either an action or a bonus action. Wisdom save. We could go in there, drop slow on a whole bunch of them. Some would make the save, sadly. But lots would fail, and having them be slowed would aid us in that fight. So I guess that's the question. We've got Counterspell to instantly stop a spell that's being cast at us. We've seen the effectiveness of Counterspell when it's been used against us. Daylight could potentially help with this upcoming fight. And then after we're done with the Underdark, we could replace a spell with a level up to switch it out for something different, more useful for the long run. Create a cloud of gas so nauseating it prevents creatures from taking actions. The con save, probably... they're gonna resist it, I'm sure. So yeah. Counterspell, Daylight, or Slow. Or the option of Lightning. Lightning Bolt. Particularly, I think Shadowheart has Create Water. And I believe if enemies are in water, they take double damage from lightning. So... yeah. Just have one giant blast that does 8 to 48 damage, which could potentially be doubled if they're, you know, have water. I'm gonna go with Slow. I think Slow has the greatest chance. Daylight, though. Until Long Rest. Enchant an item to shine like the sun, or summon a sphere of sunlight that dispels all darkness around it. Items can only be enchanted with daylight for 20 turns. I mean, 20 turns is a long time if we're planning a fight, but I don't understand the until long rest, as well as the only works for 20 turns. But maybe if we summon a sphere, as opposed to enchanting an item, then it lasts forever. But can we move the sphere to follow us, or is it just set in place? And then if the battle moves away from there, it's just a wasted spell, but it lasts the rest of the day. I'm gonna go Daylight. I'm gonna look up Dwergar, Sunlight, or Daylight, just to make sure that I'm not misremembering this. Dwergar, Light Sensitivity. think they do. Daylight does not create sunlight or trigger sunlight sensitivity. Yeah. Quick Reddit post I just found says that no, it doesn't actually help. Which makes me question what the point of the spell is. Unless there was a bug at some point that's been patched out. But we'll assume it doesn't work because that's first link I found says so. So then that's definitely not worth it. So then we will go slow. There weren't enough mages there that I would want to use. And none of the spells that we saw. Well, the mind controlling ones. But no, there's like a dozen of them. And several of them are casting it. Even if we counterspelled, we have 3 third level spells. If we counterspelled the first 3 mind controlling spells that came in, cool, that gives us another round of fighting. But that's it. This is more likely to stop a lot of the enemies not being able to have a second action with their attacks if they can attack twice. Slowing them down. I think this is a lot better utility. Anyway, that was a long time thinking on your level up, but there we go. Who's next? Shadowheart. What did you get at 6th level? Channel Divinity, Cloak of Shadow. Wrap yourself in shadows to become invisible if you are obscured. Invisibility ends if you attack. So she has the ability to turn herself invisible using her Channel Divinity. Invisibility only... Oh, if you attack or cast another spell. I was thinking it's only if you attack, so she could do buffing spells or whatever. Do a bunch of healing. I'm sure throwing potions counts as an attack, because you're attacking the flask, it usually shows. So that probably... If you cast another spell, take an action, or take any damage. If you take any actions, it ends invisibility. I'm pretty sure that's not how D&D works, but sure. So you have daylight available, but we assume it doesn't work as intended. I could do a quick fight at some point just to try it out, since she has it available. Oh, you have Speak with Dead just available. Cool. You could cast Revivify as a 3rd level, so we wouldn't need to go back to Withers. Not that 200 gold is a big issue. Aid, less restoration. Are there any of these that I particularly care to have out for a fight? This Create or Destroy Water is the one I was talking about. So... what do I not have her ever use? Feign Death. I'm not gonna ever use that. So we'll toss on Create Water. So she could create water, and then Varric could hit them with lightning, doing double damage. I think that's how that works. I think water applies to both lightning and frost. Cold damage. But obviously Varric is scoped for lightning damage. So we can give it a shot. It takes her action, but her actions don't do a lot of damage. If she doesn't have a good buff spell, then using a 1st level spell to create water to double Varric's damage, it's probably worthwhile. And then lastly, Astarion, because Lae'zel did not level up. Okay. You can change your skills. Why? You don't get a new skill, no. So he's got Deception and Persuasion. I don't really need him with either because he's not our, you know, talker. We leave that to Varric. Perception would be good. I don't care about performance. Acrobatics and no. Acrobatics and Perception, maybe. Feel like more worthwhile skills. He looks so weird. Those gloves. The fur boots. Like, some looks really work. And I don't mind the drow armor on him. It's a pretty good looking armor set. But those gloves are so ridiculous. They're just massive. But they, I don't think, count as heavy armor, which is what they look like. So he's fine. But yes, we'll change his skills. Times 2. Hello. Customize your skill proficiency list below. If you're proficient in a skill, you add your bonus to those skill checks. I'm wondering if this is where he gains expertise. Because rogues can get expertise, which allows double proficiency. So does that mean in those skills specifically, he has double proficiency? And in which case, why can I not put it on stealth and sleight of hand? Why specifically only these 5 choices? Because definitely sleight of hand. And maybe perception. Perception and sleight of hand? He doesn't use stealth that much. I don't know. But I'm thinking that's what's going on here, is this is our expertise and it's just not clearly stating what's going on. But we're getting expertise in acrobatics and perception. Alright. And then more health that we all got, which is worth it. Now, our frontline fighter, Lae'zel, has the lowest health out of our party. Fantastic. Anyway, that is where we're going to end today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. And next time, we will send everyone across into the forge, I guess. At least this looks more forge-like. That looks more forge-like. Although there's supposed to be a giant lava monster down there as well. So if I couldn't even handle Dwergar, I don't know about that. But yeah, we'll end the episode here. See you next time. Bye.